as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Wolfpack. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Skips away from pressure. All by himself. Got room to work. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Quick strike complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Obviously, third downs.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grab behind the line. It's up. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important, because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. On the move, it's Fry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught behind the line. It's Fry. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He might want another play. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He will not quite get there despite the fact that he emptied every move in his bag to try to pick up that 1st down. It's 4th and inches. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Right on the money. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Got a man. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
3rd and short, there's a lot of ways to get it in the run game. You're not just going to hand it off and go power. How about the toss play? Getting the ball in the hands of the tailback quickly, and he's able to skirt his way to get the first.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Coming out with it, it's Eaton. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Will take over 1st and 7.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's on target and complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw again. It's complete to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Traore. They'll immediately call timeout.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Going to take a shot on second and short. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? Lofts one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. He throws one to the left. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So
going for the big play. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to run for it. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. That pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Slithers into space. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Got like that big, reliable security block. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Sings it complete to the right. He'll have enough. First down, and they stop him at the 45.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Traore. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make...
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Floating away. He's going to take off. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Makes the grab. It's Traore. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, there are a lot of players who I think might tense up in that kind of situation. You know you got the lead. It's 4th down, but they just go out and they're on the same page, and they convert, and they're able to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more clock.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give as they work on that clock. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's good.